Hey, yeah, it's no longer news that Davido sampled some of the legendary musicians of Bright Chimezie's song Because of English. That's the track in his new song with Omah with you. And but what's new, what's trending is the fact that the legendary hip hop artist Davido plays the call through to Bright Chimezie to discuss the fact that the song is trending, and also to invite him to Lagos for some hangout. So, what are we discussing on this video today? We're discussing should this sampling, this acknowledgement of Bright Chimezie, should it have happened before the production happens at all? Should they have been aware that this music was going to happen, and there should have been an arrangement where there's going to be just paying some homage, maybe some form of royalty before the music gets produced at all, or should it be happening now that the music is trending? So that's what we're discussing in this video now. Talking about sampling of music, for those of you that these are new to, one of the very first key producers that started this big thing about sampling of songs were the Bad Boy Records and the Death Row Records. They did a lot of sampling back in the 90s. Sampled songs. I mean, they sampled all the oldies, all the hits. If you're a millennial and you were big with music back then, you would know what I'm talking about. A lot of songs by Notorious B.I.G., a lot of songs by the Bad Boys, Maze, I remember Maze, a lot of songs back then, they were sampled from oldies, from the 70s, some from the 60s. And one thing that I knew, was common then was the conversation to, allow you to use the song or to use the music. I want to believe happens before the music is produced at all, not after it has started trending. Most recently, Bonner Boys, last had some Tony Braxton's music, in it, and, some concepts from a song in that particular hit. And I'm sure the arrangement was made before the song started trending. So, I think this should not be the trend. This has happened, but I really believe it should not be the trend. This is creative work. And if an artist is going to use, the works of older generation artists, especially successful artists like, Double O One, Davido, Whiskey, the likes of them, it's a good opportunity to actually help and, get some more recognition and income for these older generation artists. So it shouldn't be a case of, now the song is big, now the song is the biggest track in the album, and for maybe possibly for the fear of, being sued and all that, you're now saying, hey, let's do a quick, that's like putting the cart is now coming before the horse, So, it's like, the old track is on fire already, and now you're acknowledging. So this is my take on this. It needs to go beyond acknowledging to actual being part, generating revenue from that, from the streaming of that song. No shaking. That's the way to do it. I believe Davido does not have to be forced. It doesn't have to be coerced. That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Yes, the elderly guys might feel they are content. It's fine. I saw the video of the man, talking about the song, listening to it, listening to With You. That's Bright Chimezie listening to the song. And, that's him right there listening to the song and acknowledging, that it's a nice song and all that, then dropping some of his own Igbo lines on it. But business is still business. The song is getting streams. The song is going global. It should have some form of, a royalty from the gains from that track. I want to hear from you in the comment section what you think about this. Bright Chimezie should have some form of royalty coming from that song to him. No pun intended. He should have some form of income from that song coming to him. Straight up. That being said, the song is a beautiful song, amazing song. I love the disco feel to it. It also has some Grady Harrell, Belinda kind of beat, some Michael Jackson kind of beat to it. I love the creativity of the song. I love the reading, the coolness of it. Lovely, lovely song. Lovely, lovely song. But the focus of this conversation is not how lovely the song is about doing right by the legendary elderly artist Bright Chimezie, who Davido claimed inspired this song and whose song, uh, because of English. The actual what we're actually pushing in this video is that Davido should recognize, not just with words, not just with hanging out, but with actual royalty. There should be some percentage of the gains from that song going to the legendary highlife artist Bright Chimezie. One of his songs that I really loved back in the days was Aramigbe, Aramigbe. When I reach for Igbo man country, Aramigbe. That song jammed in the 90s back then on ART, on Clapperboard TV. It was all over the place. And they are not as active as they used to be again. So, yeah. So when the work of elders, the octogenarians, in their 60s, in their 70s, in their 80s, the elderly people in their 90s, when their works are used, when their creative works are reused like this, it shouldn't stop at just acknowledging and appreciating when the song is now doing well and the song is doing fine and the song is doing great. There should be a plan to pay them from the streams. There should be a percentage that goes to them from the streams, from the sales of the album, from the performance. There should be, I don't know how it really works in the music industry, but there's an exposure to the Western world right now that we are capitalizing on in getting leveraging on the West. So the way the West does it, you would not sample a Lionel Richie song without making sure your sales is getting some income from your sales. It's not gonna work. It can't happen. You get sued. You get thrown out of the industry. You get messed up, even if not now, in the near future, you get sued out of everything you own. So the same way, let's not say, oh, because the Nigerian copyright system is not tight, it's not hard and all that stuff, and we take advantage of people that we should be showing love to. So for everyone, including the gospel music industry, you see people just picking on songs that they don't even know its origin, they don't know who wrote it, they don't even care. I have a very big God, I have a very big God. Oh, people just pick on songs and they just remix it and they just think it's all fine. Darling Jesus. These songs are original writers, but I'm sure the guys that are taking advantage of them and dropping trending songs with it right now, they don't even care who wrote it. They don't even know who wrote it. Talk more to acknowledge the people that wrote it. Yeah, so it was a beautiful thing to see the legendary highlife artist Bright Chimezie, vibing to with you, Davido featuring Omah. It was a beautiful thing to see right there. But it needs to go beyond that. That's what we're standing for here. That these guys, these elderly guys, they need to be remunerated. When you sample their songs, when you use their bass line, when you use their chorus, when you use their verses, when you use any part of their song, when you sample their lead guitar, when you sample their kicks or their drums, you need, as an artist, you need to plan for reimbursing them for every couple or every cent or every shilling that you make from that particular song. Of course, we're using Davido's With You featuring Omah, which sampled some part of Bright Chimezie's Because of English. That's a track title from Bright Chimezie. Oh, the man is contented. He's cool. He's cool with David. He's cool with the phone call. He's cool with the song. But let's do things right. Let it stop today. Let it stop today. Let's stop doing things that will not make the industry productive for people that have gone ahead. the people that are trending today, David that is trending today, Moses Bliss that is trending today, uh, whoever that is trending today as an artist, all the people trending today, they're gonna be the past artist. Soon we're gonna be the past artist. Soon we're gonna be the octogenarian sometime. So you need to, have that structure now so that when people sample fame, when people sample either flow, uh, then you can say, oh, without even having to talk, they know they need to pay. They need to pay for every trending, every trending song, every person that downloads or listens to that song, the streams from that song. They know that they need to. They're gonna be paid from it. Let's have the structure now. So let's say no to acknowledgement of using of intellectual property after it has been used and it's trending. Let's say no to it. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, from everyone. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts about this. Let the legends, let the living legends, even the dead legends, let there be a structure that even when people have passed away, maybe the artist has passed away, maybe it's an Osita Osadebe, maybe someone that has passed away, Sikura Inde Barista. When you use their works, their living beneficiary or whoever it is still gets to benefit from the works that has been done. That is what creative content should be about. Well, the appreciation, the acknowledgement, the paparazzi, the what you call it, the hosting in Lagos or in Canada or in New York is great. What we're really talking about here is a commitment to resources and revenue generation for the people whose work you've sampled and you're making money from. It should be a standard in the music industry. If you use my chorus, you use my verse, you use my sequence, you use my bass pattern, you use any part of my songs. Maybe let me say Shino Peters Ace, for example. If peradventure I create a song and somewhere in my song it has dun 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 dun, no matter how I tweak it, provided that sequence is there, some part of the income from that my song should go to Sashino Peters. That's what we're talking about here. So in this case, back to the major subject of this conversation that led to this whole conversation and discussion. As regards with you, Davido featuring Omah, Davido needs to commit a substantial part of the revenue being made by with you to be given, to be paid to Bright Chimezie because of the song, because of English that was sampled. That's what we think the proper thing to do should be. But want to hear from you, readers, YouTube community. Let's hear from you. What's your take on this? Should someone just use your creative work and then thank you? Hey, I like you. Hey, baba. Hey, fantastic work. Hey, the music they trend. Oh, let's hang out, baba. And then give you a token if possible. Should that suffice, or there should be a formal way of doing this, like this is done all over the world, where a percentage of that song, the streams, the income from that song, the performance goes to the artist whose creative works were sampled on the song to bring out the beautiful piece that the song is. Want to hear from you? Drop a comment for me. Like this video, share. My name is Rashid. This is Stay Them TV. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe before you leave. And of course, see the bell notification. So when we have a new video, you're one of the first to know about it. This is Bigs Up to Davido for an amazing song with you featuring Omah. And we out now.